you, Mr. Mayor. Council, I'm here to talk tonight or to discuss with you tonight an amendment to an agreement the city has with WashDOT to construct a monument welcome sign, a State Route 9, State Route 204 intersection as part of the roundabout project that will be constructed this summer and likely next summer. So in April, we brought an agreement to you for the city to fund construction of that sign. We had an engineer's estimate for construction of the sign. The engineer's estimate was $18,941. It's a 100 square foot concrete sign, vertical concrete reinforced by rebar. It's actually just the sign wall. The city will have to procure the sign itself and put it on the wall after construction is complete. Engineer's estimate was $18,941. WashDOT bid the project, opened bids at the end of May. The bid for that sign, foundation, and wall was $36,491. That's a price increase of $17,550. So the amendment before you increases the city's commitment to fund this $36,941 welcome sign so that it can be constructed as part of that project, plus a 25% contingency. Now, the $36,000 cost estimate includes construction engineering, which is WashDOT oversight, mobilization, and some contingency. So I expect it to come in at $36,000. That's the target. I expect that to happen. I do think it is in the best interest of the city to approve this amendment. Building this sign after that roundabout is complete and open to traffic will be a nightmare. It will be incredibly expensive. Deploying traffic control on that roundabout to build a sign will exceed the $36,000 price tag, very likely. It would also interrupt the community again after they've opened this roadway. So I ask that you make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign amendment number 1 with WashDOT for construction of the State Route 9, State Route 204 welcome sign, foundation, and wall. Any questions?
I have a question. Do we need a sign?
That's a fantastic question. It really is part of our beautification plan to have these gateway signs, but I certainly would defer perhaps an answer to Russ Wright. Director Wright, if he's available.
Is he still on our meeting?
I see.
He is. Go ahead, Russ.
So Councilmember Jorstad, several years ago, prior to you being on council, the city council did fund a beautification plan, and we've been slowly working towards the implementation of that plan with budget set aside every year to build that out. That's been the wayfinding signs, some park signs, and these big monument gateway signs into the city were sort of a big part of that. So that is something council has been working towards, but if council would like to go a different direction, then yeah, we could eliminate those large gateway signs into the city.
I have I'm going to put Gene Brazel on the hot seat here for a second. Monroe just finished constructing a gorgeous sign. The sign had not been at the roundabout of 522 and Tester Road and Main Street. Do you happen to know the cost? I know you're in contact with people. I'm curious the cost of that sign because it's considerably bigger than 100 square feet than what we are proposing here.
I do not have the cost of that, but I will reach out to the city administrator, Deborah Knight, over there and get that cost. I know that they're rebranding the whole city, and so this is part of their branding plan, and that sign would have had to have been approved through WashDOT as well, same process as us. So I can do that digging and let council know as soon as I get an answer back.
Thank you. I apologize for putting you on the spot there. But to Councilmember Jorstad's point, I agree with that. I don't like spending money if we don't have to, but boy, it's sure nice. I look at the sign that's on Lundy Parkway and Highway 9 that's been there at least 16 and a half years. And I don't believe it's been touched in 16 and a half years. And it's time for refreshing. We need something that acknowledges a city of 40,000 people needs to have something to show that you are here in the city, and I'm supportive of that.
Do we have to use WashDOT? Because WashDOT always seems to come in significantly higher.
It's because they're difficult to work with.
Right.
Anyway, well, so it's challenging. The agreement we've signed with WashDOT already in April said we're gonna fund this $18,000 sign. If we back out, the bidder, the ICI, the contractor that bid the project, is due the profit on that line. And so the city would be on the hook to pay that profit margin. So if the profit is 20%, we would still be required to pay that at the $36,000 rate. So there's some risk there. The other issue is it's WashDOT's right of way. So they're not going to be interested in letting a city contractor come in, mobilize on their project, build a sign. It's going to end up, we're going to have some conflict that would be problematic. WashDOT can say no. And so what that leaves us with is a sign construction project after the roundabout is open, which would not be popular.
So when do you expect this?
Understatement.
When do you expect the sign that would be affixed to that concrete structure to be installed? And what does it cost of that sign?
Aaron, can you talk a little bit closer?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
people have problems hearing you.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
The cost of the sign itself, the City of Lake Stevens sign with the sale, something like that, I imagine, we're gonna spend a few $1,000s, $2,000 to $5,000 on that. So, in addition to this.
I'm in support of the sign. So I mean, I guess I'll just put it out there. I'm in support of the sign. I don't like the fact the price doubled in 2 months.
No.
But I understand the economic realities we're dealing with now. And so that's what we have to deal with.
Well, that would come in the way of a motion, so we can keep moving this meeting forward.
Okay, so that's,
Okay,
Vote.
can we go ahead and get a motion on this?
I didn't hear what he said.
yes, for a motion.
I'll make a motion. Authorize the mayor to sign amendment number 1 with WashDOT for construction SR 9204 Welcome Sign Foundation and Wall.
Second.
All right, so I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Angie, we're in opposed?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so we had one opposed, Clerk John.
Thank you.
All right, great. So motion passes, and that is it for the action items for tonight. And we're going to move into an executive session. I believe there's actually 2 subjects. Is that right, Clerk John?
Well, I want to clarify with the council. So is there at least the subject of collective bargaining, correct? Same subject as last meeting? Okay. Is there an additional subject, or is that the only subject? No.
I'm not aware. of
Okay.
additional items.
with any other subjects.
Okay, so just a reminder to stick to that topic in executive session, and then how long do you think you need?
Okay, so with that, we'll move into an executive session. I think we probably need 5 minutes.
5 minutes with no action, correct?
And there is no action, so those in the audience know that we will come back and just adjourn for the evening. So with that, let's move to the executive session, please.
All right, hold on just a second, okay?
Yeah, so, yeah.
you think they'll bring us back?
I don't know.
I move to adjourn. How's that?
I'm cool with that.
All right, Mayor, can you hear us?
Hear you? Can you hear me?
I can. We are
Move.
back in session.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's adjourn. Have a great week and hit farmer's market tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's nice.
Yeah, I don't see enough
Thanks,
color on
guys.
the Mayor.